Man, what's up with the whole what's up like a scoop of ice cream? Yeah, man. It's your boy Tyrone Hunter back in the building with another edition of What's Really Good Entertainment. And today, what we're going to be discussing is this little situation with Bun B, right? You know, one of my supporters, they sent me the video and they said, yo, I want you to talk about this. I want to hear your opinion. If y'all don't know, the late artist Bun B, him and his wife was just on stand and they gave testimony at the sentencing phase of a dude who broke into their house to try to steal one of their cars. It was a home invasion. The guy's supposed to put the gun to Bun B wife's head. So that's what we're gonna be talking about today. So if you want to hear more about this topic, man, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you stay to the end of the video, because you already know I'll be busting on the side and it get real spicy. And this is an interesting conversation. It don't have nothing to do with whether you're in the streets, whether you about the street life, or nothing like that. This is just a video that you simply want to watch for educational purposes so you can get an understanding, as well as I want you to be part of the discussion, because we got a lot to discuss. So now the reason why this is a hot topic, right? Make sure you stay to the end of the video though. The reason why this is a hot topic is because Bun B, who's considered a rapper / hip hop artist, there's a certain code in this culture that says you are not supposed to snitch, you are not supposed to take the stand, you are not supposed to be a witness, you are not supposed to give testimony in regards to anybody who have committed a crime, even if the crime was against you. That's the main reason why we have to talk about this, because at this point in time, Bun B is no longer, you know, pretty much to our understanding, still running around in the hip-hop community. He's not young no more. He doesn't live by those same standards and codes that he may have lived by when he was a younger gentleman. This is somebody who broke into his house, threatening the safety, the security, and the life of his family, meaning him and his wife. When he saw what was going down, he felt the vibe. He pulled out that thing. He started letting it go. As a result, the person who was doing the home invasion got shot. Bun B and his wife was called to give testimony in regards to the incident. So the big discussion right now is, did Bun B snitch? Put your thoughts and your feelings in the comment section. Remember, it don't cost you nothing to get involved, even if you're trying to get an understanding of what this culture means, is, and signifies. Because a lot of people is dying for this culture. A lot of people are dying, losing their lives, letting their loved ones get murdered over this standard of no snitching. And the other thing about this no snitching policy is a lot of people don't even understand what snitching is, what the guidelines is, when the lines is blurry, when the lines are straight or clear. They just put a snitch on everything. And that's not cool. It's not cool that if somebody breaks into your home, you use your weapon to protect your life. The police don't take you to jail because they calling it self-defense. However, you were a part of a crime. So as the law goes, if there is a trial, you have to go to the trial and give testimony, because you are a witness to a crime. If you don't give testimony, then what happens? They could lock you up, or they could threaten to lock you up. I experienced the same thing. Maybe I'll talk about that in another video. Maybe I'll talk about it in this video. Who knows? But It's a real life situation, right? So you have to ask yourself, just as a regular person, as a regular civilian, as somebody who's thinking with common sense, not the sense that the world, that the rap game and regular life try to give to you. If somebody comes into your home, they put a gun to your wife, they're threatening her life, your life, as well as the life of anybody else in the household. You pull out that thing, you defend your life. The police don't charge you because it's justified, because the person was armed. But you yourself are put down as a witness to those events. If you go on the stand, is that considered snitching? Is that considered snitching? This is the topic. I want y'all to get down in the comment section. I want y'all to let me know your thoughts. And if you didn't see the Bun B video yet, where him and his wife was giving testimony, is very emotional. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm going to give y'all a snippet of it. And, you know, just to give y'all an idea of, you know, pretty much what that's about. I'm going to give y'all a little snippet.
Use kayak filters to find hotels that have the free stuff.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe. What y'all doing? Like, comment, share, and subscribe. See, my phone is connected to the car. I can't let y'all hear the video. But go ahead and check out that Bun B video. Him and his wife gave testimony. I'll probably drop the link in the description, or I'll probably drop the link on my community page. You know what I'm saying? So you can check it out, right? And since we can't get the Bun B side of things because the phone is connected to the car and it's going to sound all kind of crazy, let me give you my own personal story. So, in 2017, I was shot in the city in Lower Manhattan in New York, right? And another lady was shot too. The bullet actually hit her in the back of the knee and it blew her knee off, right? They say I was the target of the shooting, you know, but I know following the incident, you know, my boy, we jumped in the car, and as he was driving over the Brooklyn Bridge to take me to the hospital, there was a helicopter above. It was, you know, a lot of newspaper articles. It was a lot of press. They had me on the news, all kind of whatever, right? The bullet hit me in the side and took a chunk out my side. So, you know, it didn't enter and cause any real vital damage and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But it did what it did, right? So now, there was a person that was charged for the shooting, okay? That person was arrested, okay? They were sending me letters in the mail, things of that nature, saying that I need to come and meet with the district attorney, you know, in regards to the case, because I was a victim. I shut it all down. I didn't respond to no notices, didn't respond to no information. So one day, as I'm putting my daughter, I come out of my house and I'm going to put my daughter, or my stepson at the time, I can't remember exactly, maybe it was my stepson, maybe it was my daughter. That was like 2017, so, you know, a little foggy. But what I do know, I came out of my house. As soon as I hit the street, I'm about to walk my child to the bus stop. 2 police cars full of detectives jumped out. Freeze, don't move. Grabbed me up, threw handcuffs on me, got me in the car. My child is screaming, crying. I said, go in the house and tell your mother what's going on. Go in the house and tell her what's going on. Pretty much they said I'm going to jail. I'm like, what am I going to jail for? We'll let you know when you get there. So we get down to the precinct. No, matter of fact, they take me to the courthouse. We get down to the courthouse and district attorney come to me and say, listen, we sent the subpoena to your house for you to testify in regard to the shooting incident. It's not only you got shot, another person got shot as well. They saying that you were the intended target. Somebody was trying to kill you. We can charge you with that crime because of you, this person, this other innocent victim got shot. And I'm like, I'm an innocent victim too. And wasn't nothing directed at me. They like, we got you on videotape arguing with the person, you know, that who's locked up now for the shooting. You know, I'm like, I didn't see no video. I don't know what you're talking about. They like, well, look, if you don't get on the stand and testify, you going to jail right now. Now, check this out, though, because I need to give y'all a visual. This is wintertime. It's cold outside. I came out of the house. I got on some sweatpants. I got on a sweater. I got on a terry cloth Bill Cosby robe. And I got on a Scully hat. Face is not shaved. I'm looking crazy. And I got on some slippers. This is how they snatched me up and put me in a police car. Didn't give me time to get dressed, change my clothes, look presentable or nothing. This was the scenario that I was dealing with. So I'm like, listen, I don't got nothing to say because I did not see the person who shot. So the person that y'all have in custody, I don't know if that was the person that shot me. They said, listen, if you don't give testimony, what's going to happen is you are going to jail. So I'm like, all right, well, it's going to be what it's going to be then, man. Y'all just going to have to send me to jail because I don't know what y'all want me to do. Mind you, this is like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. So they coming to me every hour on the hour, you know, offering me food and, you know, saying, well, listen, the judge is giving you up until this time. If you don't testify, pretty much you going to jail. Man, listen, y'all going to have to do what y'all got to do. I don't know what you talking about. I don't know what you need me to testify to. I ain't seen nobody with no gun. This goes on and on and on and on and on. On and on and on and on and on. Okay, cool. Now, I think it was like about 1 o'clock. I can't remember if it was an officer, a lawyer, or somebody came to talk to me, right? They said, look, this is the last time we come in to talk to you. You have to give testimony in regards to this incident, whether you like it or not. That's just what it is, you know? I said, but you want me to testify to something that I don't know. I don't know who pulled the trigger. I don't know if this person shot. I am not going to send an innocent person to jail. They said, so all you have to do is just get on the stand and just say exactly what you said. You didn't see who shot you. You don't know if this is the person. And that's it. I'm like, then I could go home. They say, yeah, you could go home. Giving testimony doesn't mean that you have to say this is the person that actually pulled the trigger. You have to go under oath and to the best of your ability, give testimony in regard to the incident. So I was like, okay, cool. So you can let them know that I'm ready to testify. They called me to the stand, got to do my name, put up your hand, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Fro show. Then they start asking me about the incident. They asked me, do I see the person in the courtroom who shot that day? And I said, no. They pointed to the defense table. You never saw this person right here with a gun. I said, no. They said, well, on video camera, it got you and this individual in an altercation where you hit the individual, he fell, a gun falls, and this person is charged with the shooting. You never saw a gun. I said, no, I never saw a gun. So they was like, can you describe the situation between you and this individual? I said, I don't have no recollection of that. I don't remember what it is that you're talking about. They said, so did you get in a physical altercation with the dude? I said, yeah, we may have. They said, well, did you see this person shoot you? I said, no. Did you see this person with a gun? No. You're on the stand. You realize you're under oath. Yes, I'm under oath. So you did not see this person shoot you? I said, no, I did not see the person shoot because I got shot from behind. Whoever shot me, they shot me while I was running away from the incident. That's when I got shot. I don't have eyes behind my head. So no, I did not see who shot me. Judge was like, you got any more questions? No. Asked the defense, you have any more questions? No. Okay, Mr. Smith, you excuse. I get off the stand now, and they said that I'm free to go. I don't got a Metro card. I don't got a phone. I don't got a wallet on me. I don't got nothing. I'm out here looking like a deranged bug out. I'm looking like a deranged bug out. I got on a sweatsuit with a Bill Cosby robe on, you know, one of them thick terry cloth robes, and a Scully hat. I'm looking like a mental patient. I had to get on a train like this, ask somebody to swipe me on the train so that I could get on the train and, you know, pretty much take the train back to my house. That was the situation and the circumstances with me. So, call it code of the street, call it rules and ethics and da-da-da, whatever. I got on the stand and testified, but I did not say this person shot me or that person shot me, because at the end of the day, whoever shot me, they shot me from behind. I don't know if it was that person or, you know, whatever the case may be. You feel what I'm saying? So 1090 Jake, if you want to pull up that information, you can pull up that information. It was in the newspapers. I got shot in New York in 2017 in Lower Manhattan. And that story is in my book too. So, you know, when the book is about to drop, pretty much I'll give y'all that information. So yeah, that was the scenario. And matter of fact, even though the phone is hooked up to the car, I still want y'all to hear this. So, you know what I'm saying? Check this out.
You want. Download the Kayak app now.
What we're going to do is we're going to make sure that for whoever want to hear this video and see what's going on, y'all can hear it.
Today, the couple described a home invasion that happened back in 2019.
Yeah, the story made big headlines back then.
Here's a rap legend, Bun B, and his wife, Queenie, giving emotional testimony in court today. The couple described a home invasion that happened back in 2019.
Yeah, the story made big headlines back then, and you may remember that's when the rapper ended up shooting the armed robber. Now, that man is set to be sentenced for his crime. Charmaine Chow joins us from the courthouse with what's next in this case and some interesting stuff in the...
Okay, there you have it right there. If you heard it, you heard it. If you didn't, I apologize, because y'all can go watch it for yourself. That's the scenario though. And this is where they're saying that Bun B, you know, is sketchy, that he's snitching on the individual. Now, the individual, this proceeding is actually the individual that took a plea bargain, which means he said he's guilty of the crime, and the victims have an opportunity to speak so that the judge could determine the appropriate sentence, right? So there it is. There's the facts. There's the circumstances. There's the situation. What I want y'all to do is, if y'all want to look at this video, I want y'all to look at it. I also want to know y'all comments, and I want to hear y'all opinions in regards to this matter. Do you think Bun B snitched? Or do you think the code of snitching applies to Bun B simply because he was part of the hip-hop community? And this is something that need to be discussed. And this is something that, you know, need to be figured out, simply due to the fact that a lot of people are living by this code. And this code applies to people who are actively living in the street life. But if you're a hip-hop artist, they say that this applies to you as well. You know, it's kind of crazy situation, kind of crazy circumstance. In my personal opinion, do I think Bun B snitched? No, I don't. I do not think Bun B snitched. And I do not think that people should be online seeking to destroy or assassinate his character in regards to him, you know, pretty much going up there on the stand and letting them folk know what they already know. The police already know he shot the dude, because when the police recovered his weapon, when they pretty much tested the weapon, that was fired, they took that slug and they compared it with the slug that the doctor took out of the individual, and it shows that the bullet was fired from Bun B's gun. So you got to ask yourself a question. So Bun B's supposed to get on the stand and pretty much say that no, he didn't shoot the dude, that no, this dude didn't do a home invasion in his house, knowing that they got this evidence against him, and by him lying, he can go to jail, or they flip it on him and say, okay, so pretty much you discharge your weapon, and because you're not giving us any information so we can determine whether it was self-defense, then pretty much we're just going to charge you with attempted murder of a person for no apparent reason. So he gonna go to jail and do time for some code of the streets. It's like, come on, people, we got to be serious, We got to be serious. We got to start looking at some of these street codes and some of these street ethics that people seek to apply to real life and say that this is what we supposed to live by because we from the hood or because we from the ghetto. In no means am I promoting anybody giving information, and in no means am I promoting is it okay for anybody to give information. Whatever life you live, whatever choices you make, whatever it is that you decide to do in regards to your particular situation and circumstances, that's what it is that you do. And whatever the consequences behind it, whatever the backlash behind it, that's something that you got to deal with. However, in my personal opinion, I feel that people is dead wrong even trying to come at Bun B with some backlash or some nonsense, because if he would have got murdered, everybody would be like, oh, this is so crazy, pray for him, God bless him and his family, he was a victim of a senseless violence, but now he protected himself, and when you protect yourself, it's rules to that. When you discharge your firearm, even if somebody trying to do something to you, it's rules to that in terms of the police and the district attorney, so you don't get charged. It's rules to that. The same way it's rules to the fact that the streets say you can't give up no information and you can't testify. Newsflash. Bun B is a grown man, almost 60 years old. He's not running the streets. He's a family man. He's a civilian. He defended himself, and if called to court, he have to go up there and tell them folk exactly the what, or he gonna be charged with a crime. So y'all need to think about, these codes that y'all live by and understand for yourself whether it makes sense. Don't let nobody tell you what makes sense and what don't make sense. My particular circumstances, I said I don't know who shot me, and that's the truth. I don't know who shot me. But that person was still charged because somebody else said that they saw him pull a trigger, and they got video cameras, and his friend that was actually with him, his mans in them, is the one that said that he pulled the trigger and he shot me and somebody else. His mans in them, his boy from the sandbox. I can't say that the man shot me because I ain't see it. I can't go for what I heard, because a lot of what you hear sometimes ain't true. So free that man out the penitentiary, because I don't believe he shot me. If somebody else said it, that's their own personal business. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a crazy life we live. It's a crazy world we live in. Codes, ethics, so forth and so on. But we just need to start thinking a little bit deeper and get out of the street life, so that we could get out of that mentality. If you're still in the streets and if you're still living that street life, you have no choice but to respect the code. But if you're not living that street life and you're not a part of that life, the code doesn't apply to you. It's really that simple. If you are a civilian, that code don't apply to you. You understand? If you're in the streets, the code apply to you. That's what it is. Bun B is not in the streets, the code don't apply to him. He's a regular working class civilian. So my apologies and, my well wishes for Bun B and his wife, as they deal with rehashing the events of these circumstances. To my understanding, it was very traumatical, and hopefully the individual or individuals who was a part of this crime, whether they committed the crime or whether they didn't commit the crime, hopefully they learn from this experience, because their families are going to be affected, by the fact that their loved one is going to be incarcerated, for a lengthy amount of time. So it's really no winners in this situation. It's only losers, and that's something we got to be mindful of, that any crime is never going to be a winner. Everybody is going to lose, and that's what it is. And unfortunately, in this situation, it's no different. They lost. So it's your boy Tyrone Hunter, man. That's the spill that's real. Thank you for tuning in with me and listening to another edition of What's Really Good Entertainment. I do it for my fans. I do it for my fam. And that's all I got to say, Jose. And I'm going to probably catch up with y'all on another occasion. But until then, may y'all be blessed. Be without stress. Have a beautiful, wonderful, prosperous day. And I'm going to catch up to you on the next one. Because we out of here. Yiddy.